Hi kids, so here is the demo for making our name tag, which is going to be negative space. We're going to use pattern and we're going to create our name. So the first thing I want to show you is folding the paper into a placard. Now some of us have a longer name than others, so we have to do this different ways. If you have 6 letters in your name or smaller, you're going to start with just a regular piece of paper, fold it in half, and then fold it in half again. The fold is at the top, and the open part is at the bottom, so it sits up. All right, so that's how you make your name placard. If you're making a large or longer one, because you have 7 letters in your name or more, you're just going to fold it hot dog or landscape. And you're going to create it like that. All right, so that's what you're going to create your project on. Now, we're going to be using block letters, which you probably remember from last year. And I don't have any confidence that anybody has a printer at home. So I want you to just create your own sheet for making your letters. So you see how I'm just folding it in halves and halves and halves. And then I've got it into blocks. When I unfold this, I'm going to have my practice sheet for making my block letters. I want to make 2 of these, 2. You could fold them together at the same time or fold them independently. But I want you to have 2 so that you can practice on one sheet and that you can create your actual letters that you're going to cut out on the other sheet. So because you can't see if I draw with pencil, I'm going to be using Sharpie. But you can use pencil so that you can adapt it and make it exactly right. So remember, we're going to be making block letters as we did in 6th grade using all 4 sides of the block. So my first name is Paula, so I'm going to start with the P. And I'm going to use all 4 sides of this block. It has to touch, my P does. So I'm going to use the outside edge that's already there. I'm going to touch all 4 sides. I want this to be parallel. There you have a P. It touches this side, this side, this side, this side. Now I'm going to try an A. I know an A is a triangle, so I'm going to make myself some little marks right at the edges. I'm going to use a straight edge, anything that you have that's a straight edge. You can move this over to make that parallel. And do the same thing on the other side. Now this doesn't really matter if you see what's going on the inside, because what we're making are templates that we're going to go around. So here you have. I think that you understand the rest of the way that we're going to do this. So then finally, once you get all of yours finished and you've practiced, you can either cut them out of this sheet or out of the other sheet that you've made, and then I want you to cut the letters out. Now, one of the things that I want to show you, I'm using colors so that you can see it on the white, but I've cut all of mine out. One of the things that I did, though, when I did my P, I cut right on through. And then I created this, because who cares? I'm just going to be tracing it. Same thing with the A. I'm going to cut this one for you so you can see how the easiest way to cut that. So cut right on through that upper part. Cut your triangle. And there you have it. Okay? So go back to your tracer, your placard, and then you're going to do tracing with your letters. I want you to create, these are the positive spaces. I did these in blue so that you could see them against the white paper. But you're just going to use these and use a pencil. I have to use a Sharpie in order to show you what I'm doing. But I can't emphasize enough, do not use a Sharpie for your project. Use a pencil, right? So pretend this is a pencil. And you're going to go around your shape. Best you can. And then you can overlap, but you must be able to read your name. And so on until you finish your name. Okay? Some of these can be upside down, be as creative as you want, but you must at the end of the day be able to read your name distinctly. And then the next thing that you're going to do is you're going to fill in the negative space. So this is the positive, the P that you can see. This is the negative space. And I'm going to fill that in with pattern, and that's going to be part 2 of our lesson. And if you want to work ahead, the patterns are already posted for you in a PowerPoint. But I want you to do that and then erase all. And oh, by the way, your patterns are all black and white with Sharpie or pencil if you don't have a Sharpie at home. And make them different patterns in every one of the shapes that you've created. And then erase all of the pencil lines so that all you have is negative, is your positive spaces are white and your negative spaces are a variety of patterns. That's it.